Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
I'm good. It's early.
Yeah, it is early. Very exciting. Yesterday was a great day of workshops, and the crowd here is just huge. It's incredible. And another very cool thing is we're live streaming the keynotes from here in the Mission City Ballroom. So we've got that going out. So welcome to everyone here and everyone out there watching the keynotes streaming.
One of the awesome things that O'Reilly's been able to do this year is record the sessions in all of the breakouts as well, and those will be available after the conference. You'll see information on how to sign up for that, but that's been something people have asked for every year, and it's a huge, awesome thing that O'Reilly was able to do that. So actually, I want to thank O'Reilly already just for doing that. So let's give Gina and team a big round of applause.
So it's always good to start off with something a little funny. So several months ago, I threw into the draft schedule some wise guy remarks, and somehow it's like the emperor's new clothes. Everyone thought that they were supposed to be in there. They made it all the way to today's schedule. So the one today was Jesse demonstrating a caffeine IV, and he's actually delivered. Do we have that coming out?
So as well, actually, some of you may know I'm a former firefighter, and what we've decided to do is, first of all,
which sleeve do I?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. So this is the caffeine IV. It's going to be available at next year's conference.
Okay.
So we take blood and we pre-mix your blood with caffeine, and so basically it just continues to flow throughout the system. We also have zombie blood available if for some reason you desire it. And then our friends at CompuWare provided every one of you, or I think most of you, have these little bags. We've adapted this so you can fill it with coffee and then simply start the IV and just sit there and enjoy the conference without having to get up. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Caffeine IV, our very first prop comedy thing, and you have to give me a huge applause, otherwise I'm going to cry.
All right, so tomorrow, so between now and tomorrow, I'm going to have to think of something to do with belly dancing. And I don't know where that's going to go. But again, I'll need some big applause, otherwise I'll cry about that too.
Yeah, I'm terrified about that, actually. So, okay, let's go back onto the regular track.
All right, so Jesse, you've been doing OpsCode now for over a year. It's going great. It was awesome to see the OpsCode logo on the front page of the Velocity website. Thanks for sponsoring.
Thank you. And, Steve, I know your startup, is it Google?
Yeah, you might not have heard of it.
Yeah. All right, so let's move forward.
Okay.
I think it's your turn.
Your intro, John?
Oh, right. Okay. So many of you have heard of John Allspaw. If those of you that saw his epic workshop yesterday, John has been a friend to many people in the web operations community. He is a leader among us. He is VP of Ops at Etsy. He is a guitarist, a father who blogs about how to effectively swaddle children, which is amazing. He is the creator of Faceball, a game which I'm sure you all play every day. And he has been one of our most active program committee members. And today it is my honor and privilege to announce that John Allspaw will be joining as co-chair of Velocity from going forward, so for 2012 and beyond. And I am, it is just amazing to have him. So everyone, a big round of applause for John Allspaw.
Hey, John. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So he'll officially, I think on the website, I don't know if he's listed as a co-chair, so he's officially going to be co-chair going forward, but we wanted to integrate him into the program, get him up in front of everybody so you can see him. So John will be sitting in the front row up here, introducing speakers for the next couple days, and you probably saw him yesterday delivering an awesome workshop. So yeah, it's great to have you step up in the program, John.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so I think I want to do program committee at the end. So sponsors, John, you want to thank some of our sponsors?
Yeah.
His first official duty, everyone.
We're all watching very.
So it's good. Should I get the caffeine? We would like to thank premier Diamond sponsor, Keynote. Diamond sponsors Cisco, Google, and Neustar. And for the last, since 2008, Keynote and Google have also been sponsoring. So the sponsors are what allows this to happen, as well as all of you. So I'd like to get a big round of applause for all of you.
So we also have platinum sponsors joining us this year, Betfair, Catendo, and Rackspace Hosting. So let's really give them a big round of applause as well. They made a lot of this possible.
And in addition to the sponsors, and there's even more sponsors, we also have exhibitors. The exhibit hall is opening at the break after the sessions this morning. And we'll have coffee and refreshments there. So definitely after the morning sessions at the break, head over to the exhibit hall and check out the exhibitors that we have there.
So tonight, we've got some fun events planned for tonight. Let me make sure I get them right. So the exhibit hall at 6 p.m. There's a reception. And you can see the exhibitors and hang out with the other the attendees. And there's refreshments and drinks and that sort of thing.
Also at 7 p.m., Din is going to be doing their famous drinks and reception, the Dintini, which I will be enjoying along with a number of other people. So at 7 p.m. tonight, out by the pool. So hopefully we'll all see you there.
I heard zombie blood and Dintinis is a great combo.
It's in the morning. You need it in the morning after.
Oh.
It's like a Bloody Mary for zombies.
And over by registration, you can pick up this thing called the Velocity Passport. And when you go to the exhibit hall, you can get the exhibitors to check that, and you can turn it in, and there's some cool prizes that you can win through that.
So when you come back from the conference, how do you show that you were there when this guy said something really funny? Is that you have a T-shirt, and there's Velocity T-shirts that everybody should get. And let me make sure I get the so from noon to 1. Or from 3:25 to 4:05 at the O'Reilly booth at the exhibit hall.
And there's a huge number of you, so if it looks ridiculously packed for a period of time, just come back in a few minutes. I'm sure the queues will have dissipated thanks to our load balancing, self-equalizing systems.
And we want to get feedback on the sessions. All the speakers want to hear what they did right and suggestions for how they could improve their talks. And so if you go to the description page for each individual talk, there's a place to give feedback, and I really, really encourage you to do that. Do it while you're there. Do it at the end as they're wrapping up. Do it in the break right after that. But give the speakers feedback. They deserve that. They put out a lot of effort to come here and put together their decks and put together their demos, and it would be great to get feedback on, especially if you love it. Give them some positive feedback. And was there one more?
So some of you may have noticed the last-minute change to the schedule. So we have switched things around a little bit, which John will introduce our first speaker. But at the end of the plenary session today, Tim O'Reilly will be joining us and doing an update on the O'Reilly radar. So hopefully you guys will all be here for that. And other than that, I'll hand it over to you.
Before we go to the first speaker, I wanted to put up the pictures of the program committee. And I've still got John on the, it is up, okay. I still have John on the program committee. He's straddling this year. He's on stage as a co-chair, but also program committee, doing all the work. But we also have Mandy Walls. Scott Ruthfield and Stoyan couldn't be here today. They've got some family things going on. Artur Bergman is here and speaking. Eric Sherman is here. And Dion Almer. I want to give a special shout out to Dion because since we have 3 tracks, he's helping me out and emceed the mobile track yesterday and is going to do that again today. So these are the program committee members. You can, if you have any suggestions about the conference, or again, positive feedback or constructive criticism, grab any of us up here or these guys and let us know what you think. How can we make Velocity better next year? We want to get everyone who's here now, we want to get you back. So could we have a round of applause for the program committee, please?
Woo!